Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya and this is Maya's Crochet Corner. So I went on vacation. First I went to a nationals climbing competition and then an actual fun vacation. But I'm just going to count all of that as one so it's easier to show you. So I'm going to show you everything I made on my vacation. The first thing I made were these black coasters, 13 of them, which I will make a short about, which you should go check out. Anyways, each one of these, well, originally they had 8 of these scallops, but I decided to make them into little soot sprites, so I had to change up the design, and I had to frog the last round of every single one of these, 13, and redo them. So now they have 12, and there is a pattern that I followed after I made these, so this original shape is not anything new. Then after that, following the tutorial, I brushed out these. I'm still only half done, as you can see. I've done 6, and these are not brushed out, and I'm going to put eyes on them. I will show you a picture of what that looks like at the end here. And that pattern is by String Bee Beans. Like string, and then there's a bee, and then beans. It's on YouTube. I am going to try to finish those soon. With that same black yarn, I also made that right there. I know it's backwards on the screen. This is Editor Maya just now realizing that the Y is backwards. I will fix this and have it back to normal by the next video. But it says Maya, and there's 2 hearts on each side. Cute little garland. I did use a pattern for the garland part of it. The pattern is on YouTube by Claudetta Crochet. I also used the Orchid and Bees pattern for the letters, but I modified it a little bit because the letters were too big. I made them a little smaller for my garland. And for the hearts on either side, I used a pattern by Elise Crochets, also on YouTube. While we were still at the Nationals venue, I got yarn. I got this Morocco Iris yarn, which is this yarn, and I got, oh gosh, yeah, this is the same one. I think I threw away the label, but it's this slightly darker pinkish purplish yarn. There's just tiny little bits left over, so with those yarns, well, the first yarn, the Morocco Iris yarn, I started making this cute shirt thing. So this is one side of it. There's an armhole, and this side is seamed up, so it would go like this, and then made another one, same for the other side. But this is not enough, obviously, for a whole shirt. I need a lot more to go to here. So I am going to need to go to another store that sells the same kind of yarn so I can get enough, probably of a different color, because I am afraid of color lots messing stuff up. So another of the same kind of yarn to finish this. That pattern is by Manos de Crochet. It is, I think, in Spanish, so I'm kind of going off the subtitles, but It's a cute pattern. Now we're into stuff I made from my fun vacation. So, well, I mean, both were fun, but like, this is specifically for fun. Oh wait, this bag's first. I made this bag from this scratchy acrylic yarn that I had, and I wasn't really sure what to do with it. So I just thought, why not make a bag? And I made this bag. The pattern is from Ravelry, called the Granny Rocco bag by Davina Rocco. And then I made another one. This was from yarn that I found at my grandparents' house because we went to visit them. And both of these yarns I found there. This one's cotton, very pretty. I love this yarn. Like the color, look at that. So this one's also very pretty. I love it. The next thing is with the yarn I told you earlier about, the one that I used to make this little heart. I made a whole chain of hearts. It's upside down. Whole chain of hearts for a belt. It's got 2 hearts on the end too. Let's see if I can show you. So I could use this for like jeans or a dress, whatever. And it's got little hearts on the ends of these. Cute. I like it. Then with the leftover yarn that I had from the belt and the bag that I made this lovely bandana. Here that is on my head. And it has a heart. Cute. This pattern is by Passionate Kelsey. You want to check that out? By the way, for the belt that I made, I made too many hearts. I miscalculated. So I had four left, and I sewed one onto that bandana, but then I had 3 left, and I didn't know what to do with them. So I then made one more because I thought I'd make 2 pairs of earrings, and I was going to use these, right? Super cute. But then I still had a little leftover yarn, so then I put a border on the other 2 out of 4, to make them a little bit bigger. Maybe I can make them into keychains or something. But somehow one of each got sucked into the vacuum cleaner. So now I have one of each. And I think I'm going to unravel the last row of this so that I can make just a little pair of earrings, which will be great, but I have no idea how they got sucked into the vacuum cleaner. Next, I went yarn shopping yet again. So I found, number 1, this yarn, Eco Andaria. And it's this pretty like brownish color. And I made a hat with that, which I'll show you later. Then got some washable cotton in this pretty gray little gradient. Then this smile yarn smile, it's kind of bent, which is this t-shirt yarn, which I used to make a bag, which I will show you. And then I wanted to make a pair of leg warmers that has a little fuzzy ending on it. So I got this iDolly yarn, very fuzzy, very sparkly, in the pink. I love pink. And then I got some bag handles. I found so many fun choices for bag handles. So there's the bamboo ones. I think these are detachable. Simple wooden squarish ones. Then round ones. Let me show you the top because this is part of a bag that I'll show you later. And this like long crossbody kind of strap. You can make this a lot longer. Short right now, but and these are also detachable. And then this is my favorite, fluffy bag handle. Look at this. Look at this. That's amazing. I love it. Anyways, this one's also detachable. Now, next project. So, the bag I was mentioning with the circular handles. Boom. This is with the yellow t-shirt yarn. It's quite durable, sturdy. And I also pulled this little thing off. It was like a tassel on a pair of pants, and it was my mom's pair of pants, and she didn't want it, so I put it on here, and I think it looks quite cute inside. Very nice. And this pattern is by Chunky Yarn Barn Australia. It's also on YouTube. Next, with the papery brown yarn, I made, voila, hat. Beautiful hat. This is by ZHAVIN Crochet. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. So, and it's a YouTube tutorial. Beautiful, wonderful. I love it. Let me put it on my head. So without any stiffening, it was okay on the trip. But then we came back and it was all hot and like wet there, humid there. So when we came back, it had wilted. And I had to put this like stiffening stuff on it and iron it, and now it's fine. But I was freaking out then. But it's great. I love it, and the pattern is on YouTube. The next thing is this top I made with the washable cotton. It looks like it's got like cups in the front. The back does not. I used a pretty big hook with thin yarn, so it's pretty flowy, airy. I'm putting this on top of the t-shirt, of course. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Here it is. It's got a tie in the front, and this is what the back looks like. Right? Real cute. Love it. And it's using this spaced out shell stitch, which I think is really cute and perfect for this airy top. By the way, this is something I kind of freehanded, and if you would like a pattern, a tutorial, then let me know. Then on the last day of the vacation and on the plane ride back, I started a like cardigan thing. I wanted it to be another little tie in the front, but it'd be shorter, it'd have sleeves, as little like put over the top of a dress or something like that. So here's what it looks like so far. Nice. This is also a pattern on YouTube. The pattern is by MJ's Off the Hook Designs. It's called the Soleil Shell Stitch Cardigan. Cute. I like it so far. Now that is the end of the vacation, but I was working on some stuff afterwards once we came home. And I was not filming during that because, you know, jet lag, all that. So I'm going to show you that too. So I decided to make a blobfish. It looks so funny. From the side, from the front. It's not stuffed. And the mouth is like closed shut. It's got eyes, it's got a tail, got fins, got a mouth, got a nose. It looks so funny, and I love it. The pattern is by Amigurumi Forge on YouTube. After the blobfish, I started making scrunchies because I saw a cute pattern that said you could use up your leftover scraps, and I did have a lot of leftover scraps. First one I made is this one. Next is this one. After that was this one. Then I tried to make one with this like mohair. Then I made a fluffy one. Then this one. Then this one. And this one. Most of them are from the same pattern by The Secret Yarnery. It's only 4 rounds. Nice. And then this one, the fluffy one, is like a slightly modified version of that. And then this one is a whole separate tutorial by Material Girls with material and then Gur, like Growling Gur LZ. Both of those patterns are on YouTube as well. I also had some more fluffy yarn that I wanted to use up. I made this bag. It has some depth. It's cute, it's pink. The inside, nice. It does have a little gradient on here. That's just how the yarn was. The pattern I used was by Wonder Netting. And I really like it. It's cute and fuzzy. And it's a bag. Functional. Last of all, I had a little bit more fluffy yarn to use up. So I had this pink yarn that I used for these heart keychains. 3. And then the purple ones that I made into more heart keychains. So in all, I've got 5 of those, and I used up all my fluffy yarn. Well, not all, but the little pieces that I had. Alright, that is all I had to share with you from all the stuff I made on vacation and a little bit afterwards. And I will now be continuing brushing these. Okay, I brushed one, just one, and I lost my patience. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!